Since the beginning of time, humans have been tracking the moon, observing its changes, and noticing our undeniable connection with its monthly ebbs and flows. Emotions, our sleep, even women's menstruation cycle, our internal biological rhythms, and our love life have all been linked to the moon. Why? And how does this happen? Good question. Well, considering we humans are made up of 70% of water, it only makes sense that the moon would have similar impact on us, mostly water beings. It is thought that at the new moon and the full moon, like the tides, our emotions are pulled to the surface and feelings are heightened. Believe it or not, we humans, we react to subtle changes in the Earth's magnetic field that occur with the moon phases. When the oceans flow with the tides, the salty water, which is electrically conducting, causes the Earth's magnetic field to fluctuate. These changes have been shown to affect our alpha brain wave activity. We may experience less deep sleep, irritability, decreased concentration and focus, impatience, and elevated levels of stress hormone cortisol. So it's very important to understand how we can sync up with these cycles and align with the flow of nature instead of being a victim of it. Well, this video is not all about that. But if you really like to dive deep and learn more about new moon and full moon, I have a whole lot of video series on these topics. There is spiritual significance, how you can manifest your deep dreams and your desires using the moon phases, and so much more. I'll provide the links for you all for those videos down below. Living with the moon has changed the way I see my life, and with clear understanding of moon cycles really helped me tap into this energy and live my life with more awareness of what's going on, what's going to come up from inside of me, and what I'm going to be faced with externally, so that I can navigate these ebbs and flows a lot more gracefully and live my life with more compassion for myself and others. This video is about new moon in Libra. Each new moon is a marriage of the sun and the moon, and this one happens in the marital sign of Libra. This is a moon that stirs within us the need for belonging to another person. So what does that mean? Roses, new lovers, shopping, and a wedding dress rehearsal? Is this what we should expect? No. This new moon in Libra may bring a focus on relations and romance, but in a more reverse way than usual. This new moon wants to heal and evolve us, and that's why it has this bittersweet feeling. So if you'd like to know more about what's the theme for this moon, what's coming up, what it has in store for you, what to do, what not to do during this new moon, then watch this video till the end. New moons signify the restart of the lunar cycle. At the time of this lunation, we will have Sun, Moon, Mars, and Mercury clustered together in air sign Libra, fully immersing us in themes of relationships, partnerships, and commitments. Seeking symmetry in our lives will be extra important now. So we should use the new moon's introspective energy to assess what parts of our hearts could use some harmonizing. This moon teaches us value of diplomacy and cooperation. So if you want to open new doors within your close relationships or initiate new connection with others, now is a wonderful time to do so. Because new moon is auspiciously aligning with goal-oriented planet Mars, we will all feel extra motivated when it comes to setting personal intentions and going after what we want. The new moon also peaks on the same day that Pluto retrograde comes to an end, which amplifies the fresh start energy of this cosmic moment and gives us some room to breathe. However, thanks to Mercury retrograde, which will be raging on alongside this lunation, we'll still want to be cautious before charging forward on anything new. So channel Libras, diplomatic energy by weighing the pros and cons before finalizing decisions and taking a more middle of the road approach to your new moon plans. Follow these do's and don'ts to make sure that you are able to harness the energies of this new moon. Let's start with don'ts. Combat indecisiveness. Libra struggle with being indecisive. Libra energy is strong right now, so I recommend to just go for things, combat that indecisiveness, but just making decisions, big or small, just go for it. Just commit yourself to something, even if the energy of the cosmos might be making you feel a bit ambivalent about your options. You will know you have made the right decision when there is a peace in your heart. Stop listening to what the world says you should do. Start listening to your own heart. There are only few people in this world who will stay completely true to you, and you should be one of them. So listen to your own voice, your own soul. Too many people listen to the noise of the world instead of themselves. Deep inside, you know what you want, so let no one decide that for you. All right? Do not be a people pleaser. Honor yourself. Break out of that pattern of needing to please other people. Remember that. People treat us the way we treat ourselves. People-pleasing behavior may leave you feeling that you do not have enough free time. Avoid being a people pleaser by identifying your priorities. Once you figure it out, what your priorities are, what types of people you want to be around, it becomes easier to say no to anything that doesn't align with your life goals. So set your boundaries. It may be helpful to think of boundaries as an outward expression of self-love. Once you know what you're willing to do, communicate those needs with loving kindness. Do not be surprised if your relationships start to change and sub-connections fall away. Knowing this ahead of time can make it easier to hold the line. So say no with conviction. As a people pleaser, it may be tempting to say maybe or I don't know to an invitation, even though you know you're not interested. Instead, cut yourself loose with an effective yet polite way to decline. Remind yourself that you can't be everything to everyone. No matter what you do, someone is going to disapprove. You can't win them all over. At the end of the day, there is one opinion of you that matters more than the others, and that's yours. Do not gossip or indulge in unproductive social time. Because a Libra energy might make you feel very outgoing, social, and chatty. And Mercury retrograde will make miscommunication very prevalent. So it's very important to keep gossip to a limit, if any, at all, and to choose your words carefully so that you're not misconstrued overall. Find balance in your social time. Find balance, not burden. I know it's tricky, but it is possible. When I'm going from one social obligation to the next, I feel a sense of guilt or restlessness when I acknowledge that my productive quiet time is not happening. Likewise, when isolated, I'm not connecting with or finding context within my community. So finding balance in social time is tricky, but it is possible. Trust me on that. Though it might seem elementary, a simple rule is to book yourself for 1 or 2 social engagements per week. That way, there is a room to add more if an invitation that supports what's most important to you pops up, and yet still allows you enough downtime to avoid feeling burdened. Do's. Do review your relationships and your connections. Yes, with this new moon in Libra, a deeply felt need to be in relationship, to belong is strong, while at the same time, we know that although we desire one, we must not have it just for the sake of it. We know that it's not good to simply stay in a relationship because we are afraid to move on. Learn how to start relationships without losing your identity and becoming melded with another person. In other words, remember to be your own person, but still play a role with those you have relationship with. If you have had an issue with your love life due to superficiality, then this is an excellent place to work on that. It's time to change your outlook on appearances. It's a time to find ways to be better at how you can connect more deeply with your partner. So take this time to repair issues with regards to family and close relationships that deserve a second chance. Examine how to still be there for others while giving back to yourself instead of pouring all of your energy into people who leave you feeling empty. Emotionally, it's time to harmonize your energy. Find a way to do some self-care and raise your vibes. Romantic relationships that throw your emotions off and cause you to feel inadequate are another area to resolve. Repair your relationship with finances and do not allow money noise to wreak havoc in your mind or in your bank account. Use this time to build up the necessary skills you can go after a career that creates a work-life balance. Start the process of collaborating with others who are like-minded so you can create something beautiful together with those you network with. Do bring more calm and harmony into your life. How can you have a life filled with more peace and calm right now? I know. Well, on the surface, the answer may seem huge and elusive, but it may feel like it would take your entire life to make this kind of shift. But in reality, the answer is quite simple. Have love, gratitude, and fun. Love yourself first so that you have a full tank to spread to everyone and everything else. Have an attitude of gratitude all day long and make everything you do fun. You need to know, my friends, how special and unique you are. Know who you really are and embrace your uniqueness. Get clear about what you want out of your life, what your gifts are, what your talents, your joys and passions are, and pursue them relentlessly. We are all unique and our belief systems are different. So do not compare yourself to anyone else. Focus on only comparing yourself to you in your growth. How much are you growing into that unique and talented person that you are? Ask yourself, what can I do to feel better today than yesterday? If you're always focused on finding ways to answer this question, you're naturally going to feel more peace each day. Take time for just you every day. Make it a requirement. Unplug yourself from your phone, computer, and all other distractions. Put out the do not disturb sign and get quiet with yourself. Get yourself time alone at home, in your office, or in the calm of nature to let go and reflect. Meditation, prayer, and yoga are perfect examples of silent time for you. So live life more deliberately in the moment. Stop analyzing your past and worrying about your future. Focus on the positive and not the negative. Intentionally change negative thoughts to positive thoughts all day long. When you find yourself feeling negative, deliberately flip the switch to something that makes you feel better. Stick with this new habit forming process, and it is powerful and will quickly bring great peace and calm in your life when you use it consistently. Do create a safe and sacred space. Your self-care sanctuary can be anywhere you choose. It doesn't need to be a separate room in your house. It can be a bedroom, bathroom, or even an outdoor space in your backyard. You should be able to access it easily on a regular basis. Most importantly, it should be a place that you enjoy being and where you feel like you can focus on yourself regardless of how much time you have. And once you have this clean, clutter-free space, you can start to incorporate different things to purify the air. You can burn some dried sage. The ritual of sage burning can remove the negative energy from within the room. You can light candles, use crystals or incense to promote a healing environment. Try a Himalayan salt candle holder for extra purifying benefits. Use essential oils. Adopt a house plant. Choose a plant that clean and purify the air in a room. Outdoor spaces filled with flowers and greenery are also perfect locations for a self-care sanctuary. Do set intentions and write them down. Now it's the time to start setting your intentions and be specific about it. You can even give it a thought a few days before, so you're not stuck. The more specific with your intentions and desires you are, the better. So go into details, describe them, and make sure you truly believe them to be real and achievable. You must believe it, as if you don't, you won't be able to manifest it. Not even though going into detail is important, so do not try to micromanage the universe. So instead of saying, I want to get the X job at the X company, try, I want to get a fulfilling job at a company that is supportive. Don't say, I want the X man and the X man only, but go with, I want a man that is loving and on the same life path as me. So give universe some space to decide what's going to work out best for you and not what you specifically think will. You must not be forceful with your intentions too. They should come with ease and not because you think it's something you should want at this point. And use a nice pen and notebook to write them, and later you'll be able to track the progress. Do meditate. Yes, meditate. Find a comfortable seat. If you're sitting on the floor, just use blankets and pillows to support yourself. Quiet and dark rooms will help you get in a zone much easier. And don't look at your emails or social media before sitting. For meditation, it's distracting. So drop all expectations and meditate on your intentions and let the experience be. Let the experience be. Whatever it may be, just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Enhance your meditation experience by using headphones while listening to guided meditations. And I'll drop in the link for my guided meditation that will help you connect with your inner being, cultivate new goals, implement plans while reflecting upon what no longer works in your life, and help you manifest your intentions. All right? So this new moon is coming up to light up your relationships, romantic, professional, personal relationships may all be influenced for the better. So let's take this lunation to fix what's lopsided in our lives and start fresh in these areas. And like a Libra, let's use this fresh start to create an aesthetically pleasing world. If this video resonated with you, please let me know what your experiences on these days around new moon are. I'm going to be reading all the comments and I'll try to respond to as many as possible. I promise. I hope and I wish you all have the best new moon ever. Bye-bye for now.